couldn't feel the light, you were still shining. When I couldn't feel the light, you were still there. There are seasons faith feels silent, like a fire that's burning low, where the warmth you used to lean on feels like something far ago. And you search for what you once knew, but it doesn't feel the same. And the God you used to hear so clearly now feels distant in the pain. I have walked that kind of darkness, where the soul forgets its song, where believing feels like reaching for a hope that's almost gone. But even when I couldn't feel you, even when I couldn't see, there was something still beneath it, holding on to me. When I couldn't feel the light, you were still the light for me. When my heart was lost in darkness, you refused to leave. When I couldn't feel the light, when I couldn't find my way, you were closer than the silence. You were there to stay. You were there. You were there. Even in the dark, you were there. Not every prayer feels answered, not every tear feels seen, not every step feels guided, not every heart feels peace. But I've learned in hidden places, where the noise has disappeared, there's a faith that isn't feeling. There's a God who's still right here. And the dark that tried to tell me you are walking this alone could not silence something deeper that kept whispering your hell. So I trust beyond the feeling, I will stand beyond the fear. If I cannot see the sunlight, I will know that you are here. When I couldn't feel the light, you were still the light for me. When my heart was lost in darkness, you refused to leave. When I couldn't feel the light, when I couldn't find my way, you were closer than the silence. You were there to stay. Oh, you didn't leave me in the dark. You didn't leave me where I was. Even when I couldn't feel you, you were still enough. You didn't leave me in the dark. You didn't leave me where I was. And when I couldn't feel you, you were still enough. I was there, even couldn't see it. Hope was there, even when I couldn't feel it. Oh, you were there. Light was there, even when I couldn't feel it. You held on when I was letting go. When I couldn't feel the light, you were still the light for me. When my heart was lost in darkness, you refused to leave. When I couldn't feel the light, when I couldn't find my way, you were closer than the silence. You were there to stay. You were there. You were there. You were there. You were there. disappear just because I cannot feel it. You were there all alone. In the room where I cried out, you were there, you were there. When no one heard me, you were listening. There's a place I remember clearly, 4 walls and a heavy night, where the silence felt like pressure, and I could barely breathe inside. No music, no perfect worship, no strength to stand up tall, just a broken heart wide open, and tears that wouldn't fall. I didn't sound like hallelujah, I didn't sound like faith, just fragments of a desperate whisper trying to call your name. And in that moment of surrender, when nothing else remained, heaven didn't turn away, you moved toward my pain. In the room where I cried out, you were already there. Before the words could form, you had heard my prayer. In the room where I cried out, when I fell to my knees, you didn't wait for perfect faith, you came close to me, you came close. You came close. You came close. I remember how it felt so heavy, like the night would never end, like the weight upon my shoulders was too much for me to stand. But something changed within the silence, something shifted in the air. Not a voice that shook the heavens, but a presence that was there. And I knew I wasn't alone, even in my weakest cry. There was mercy in the room with me before the tears could dry. So I don't need a crowd around me, I don't need a stage to stand. If I have a place to meet you, that is all I ever need. Oh, in the room where I cried out, you were already there. Before the words could form, you had heard my prayer. In the room where I cried out, when I fell to my knees, you didn't wait for perfect faith, you came close to me. It didn't look like worship, but you received it. It didn't sound like strength, but you stayed with me. Stayed with me. Every tear that hit the floor was seen before it fell. Every cry I thought was lost was heard so well. Every moment I felt broken, every time I couldn't stand, was the place you stepped in closer and reached out your hand. Yeah, in the room where I cried out, you were already there. Before the words could form, you had heard my prayer. In the room where I cried out, when I fell to my knees, you didn't wait for perfect faith, hit that room where I thought I was alone, because that was the moment heaven stepped in. In the